Good morning, I'm Olivia. Welcome to my SilverSneakers Flex chair yoga class. Let's get going. All right, sit up against the back of the chair first, if you will. Settle on in, just like I said, I just had enough. I just need to sit down. So just do that. Settle on back, let that spine connect with the back of the chair. Close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. If not, drop your gaze downward. Maybe your feet are flat on the ground. Maybe they're tucked under you. Whatever feels good to you so you can settle in. Deep breath in through the nose, exhale through the nose. In yoga, we breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. It keeps that warmth in the body, keeps moisture in the body. It's also very calming to the nervous system, as opposed to that sort of panting you might do. Now, every now and then I say, open your mouth and exhale. You need to sigh, need to let go. That's okay too. And then begin to notice how deep your breathing is. Can you get into the bottom of the rib cage there? Feeling the belly expand a little bit. Your biting teeth have unclenched. If you fall asleep, you must be exhausted. And if this is where you need to stay the whole class, I'm okay with that too. I'm just going to be up here with some suggestions. Deep breath in, deep breath out, and let's just stay put for a moment, tipping the head over to the right. I want you to imagine you're trying to lift that left ear towards the ceiling. And then tip it forward just a little bit. Come around to the other side. It's tipped forward just a little bit. And then just tipping over, lift that ear to the ceiling. Look over the right shoulder. And then turn and look over the left shoulder. Come back to the front. Now be sure your mouth is closed. Just hands right there on the collarbones. Lifting the chin. Be sure that chin and mouth is closed. Almost frowning, huh? And then release. And then I want you to tuck the chin way in. Keep the shoulders dropping down. And then look over a little bit to the right. So you're looking down towards your right thigh. And then a little towards the left. Come right back up, opening the arms, press them back. Still sitting against the back of the chair. And then maybe lift the heart a little bit as the elbows float back a little bit more. Watch the head doesn't fall back. Keep that chin tucked. Breathe deep. All right. Let's push all the way out to the edge of the chair now. Sit bones are right underneath, right at the edge of the chair, and they are right underneath you here. And then in order to be sure you are on the tip of the sit bones, go ahead and roll back around the spine. Roll forward towards the edge, toward the front part of the sit bones, and then roll back. Come forward, and then see if you can find right smack in the middle. All right, there you are. Pull that navel in towards the spine, lift up through the pelvic floor, and then let these collarbones broaden to the side walls. Yeah, nice and tall. I'm going to take my hands either palms up or palms down, but just on the lap, whatever feels good to you. And looking over the shoulder, tuck the chin, look down towards the ground. We go the other way, same thing, over, tuck the chin, look down towards the ground. And right back up, and then just a little yes. Lifting up and down. Careful the head doesn't fall back. Just a little bit of a lift. And down. One more time. All right. And down. And then let's push the hands off and we roll the shoulders around. So connect with those thigh muscles. Give them a good wipe. You feel the feet press into the ground when you do that. And again, 2 more. Last one. Now we're going to reverse this. Down and around. And again, down and around. And down and around. All right, hands on the kneecaps. I'm going to take my feet apart a little bit wider. Now, keeping the arms straight here. Go ahead and lift the heart. Try not to roll forward on the sit bones there. Just lift the heart, taking the gaze up. And then I'm going to tuck the tailbone underneath me around the spine. And again, my arms are going to stay straight. I find the tip of the sit bones. From there, lift the heart. And then exhale, roll back. Tuck the chin. Tip of the sit bones. Try not to roll forward. Just lift the heart. Moving with intention. Right? So not willy-nilly. All right. And again, lifting the heart. It's like you're going to grow out of the low back there. And then round. All right. Come all the way back up. And now I'm just going to circle the ribs around. All right. So just my ribs are going to go around. Have to think about that, don't you?
Yeah.
Let's go the other way. All right, so now walk the feet a little wider, and now we're going to go around, and it's going to come down more into the hips. Low back. This should feel good. I just love this, I know. All right, we're going to unwind and go the other way. One more. And then sitting up nice and tall. So with your right hand, almost like you're going to reach out to your neighbor on the right. Big circle around. Let's arc it back to the front. Reach out to your neighbor, so hinge at the hip. And all the way back. I am using my left hand on my thigh here for a little more balance, a little more support. That navel is pulled into your spine. And back again. All right, we go to the other side. Same thing. So I'm going to turn the shoulders. Reach out like you're going to shake your neighbor's hand. Up and down. Let your gaze follow your hand if that is part of your practice here. If that's accessible. It may or may not be. One more time. And reach. And back. All right, walking your feet together. Bring the edges of the hand together. I'm just going to stand up so you can see me, but stay seated here. The edges of the hand up and over. Press the elbows back to the back of the chair. Lift the heart. Here's the inhale. And here's the exhale. Tuck your chin. Feel that great stretch across the back. And then inhale. Exhale. And inhale. We want to get that back strong here so we can stand up straight. And then we stretch across the back one more time. And stretch forward. All right, all the way up. We're going to forward fold. Hinge at the hip here. Hands come alongside of the calf muscles there. Now inhale, we're going to halfway rise. Like I said something to you. You go, huh? Reach into chair pose. Yes, chair pose. Inhale all the way up. And then turn to the right, let the arms float down. Look over that, towards that right shoulder. Drop the chin, look over the left shoulder. And then come on back to the front. We go the other way. Deep breath in. We forward fold. Hands on the side of the thigh. Let's see, those are calves. Inhale. Heart comes forward. Reach into chair pose. Beautiful. All the way up. Find the tip of the sit bones. Rolling down. Now look over that left shoulder a little bit, or towards the left shoulder. And then drop the chin. Trace the collarbone. Come up looking on the other side. Let's cross both arms in front. I'm going to pull out on my knees and in on my hands. Breathing deep. All right. And then open the chest and stretch. All right. Feet underneath you. We are going to circle sweep the arms and stand up. If you need hands on the thigh, go ahead and use them. If you need the chair, that's fine. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, belly in. We circle sweep, come all the way up. I'll wait for anybody taking time. It's okay. And then from here, let that right hand slide down your leg. And I want you to reach the right fingers as far as you can from the left fingers. Pass through the center, deep breath in. Go ahead and take a little bend in the knee here. All right. We go the other side, same thing. Left fingers are going to stretch far from the right fingers. All the way up. I sounded like I wasn't breathing, but I am. Sink into the knees. Let's do it again. Deep breath in. Here's the exhale. Here's the inhale. Here's the exhale. Here's the inhale. And exhale down the other side. All right. Deep breath in. We're going to forward fold. So hinge at the hips. Soften the knees. Now, sliding the hands up, they come towards the crease of the hip, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Let the elbows draw back. So you've got the heart moving forward and the shoulder blades drawing together and back. Circle sweep, come into our chair pose. Yeah. Now, take a gaze. Be sure you can see your toes there, all right? And if not, you got to move the hips back a little bit more. Reaching up and all the way down. All right, let's shake out. We're going to grab a drink of water and come around to the back of the chair. Now, it looks to me like we're going to have to adjust the seat back there. So if I could get everybody to move forward about 12 inches, okay? You need to be able to come into downward facing dog. Okay. So downward facing dog looks like this. You're going to put hands on the chair and you're going to walk the hips back so they're underneath your feet. Yep, you'll need to move forward here. Yeah. Come up, a little more. Perfect. You need to step your feet back so your hips are underneath, your feet are underneath your hips, lowering the heart towards the earth. Soften the knees, soften the elbows, whatever you need to do in order to get the back flat. And the tailbone's going to draw to the back wall. Take a nice deep breath into the rib cage. Exhale. One more time. And exhale. All right, take the gaze over the chair. So you're going to press the heels into the hand, look forward, a little flex in that back, and step in on the right foot. Let's keep that left foot back behind you. So it's like I just caught you in the middle of a walk, all right? Your feet are comfortably apart. They're flat on the ground. If you can come away from the chair, go ahead and do that. All right, let's reach to the ceiling. We're going to turn to the right and let the arms float down. Put that left hand on the chair if you need it. Deep breath in. And turn the other way. Deep breath in. Now what I want you to notice is nothing's moving here from the hips down. So I'm not turning my hips here. All right? They're going to stay facing the front. Exhale. Use the chair if you need it. Deep breath in. And exhale. Deep breath in. Hands on the chair. Rock forward on that back toe. Lift the heart like you're trying to look into the top shelf. And then exhale. We're going to rock back. Lift that front toe down towards, and again, come right through. Upward facing dog. Gaze up and down. Now watch as I come through this. I'm going to bend my elbows, bring my heart right next to the chair, and then push up. Upward facing dog. See if you can get those arms straight and rock back. One more time. Maybe you'd like to lift that back heel as you come up, or back toe. It's up to you entirely. And again, pushing up. One more time. Straightening the arms and back to downward facing dog. Both feet back. Any movement you need here to feel good. Bend one knee, bend the other knee. Tuck the tailbone. Turn the tailbone to the back wall. And then take the gaze over the chair. Step in on the left foot. Come into that walking stance once again. Coming away from the chair if you can. You're going to feel a nice stretch in the front of this right leg here when you pull that tailbone down towards the ground. Hands at the heart. Deep breath in. We're going to turn to the left wall. Open the arms. Use the chair there if you need to. Turning the gaze. Arms up. Deep breath in. Turn the other way. Try not to move in the hips. Deep breath in. And again. Deep breath in. Firm legs here. And all the way down. All right, deep breath in. Hands find the chair. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, roll back. Lift that front toe. Roll back to the heel if that is accessible. Bring the heart near the chair. Push up and back. And again, pushing up. Roll up on that back toe. Maybe lift the foot. It's up to you. And readjust yourself as you need to. And back. Two more. last one. And back to downward facing dog. All right. Lift your heels and tiptoe into the chair, coming up nice and tall. I'm on my toes first, and then I'm a lower down. All right, so coming into mountain pose, and take this away for a minute. So my heels are going to be right under my sit bones. For me, it means I'm inside one of these blocks. Of course, if you're on the diagonal, it's, I don't know, would you be inside a diamond, I guess? Anyhow, that's what works for me. Then let the tailbone draw to the ground. Right away, that's going to take a little bit of the stiffness out of the leg, or soften the knee a little. Lift up through the pelvic floor. Pull the belly in. Lift the heart just a little bit. And then feel those collarbones broaden. And I oftentimes say that the shoulder heads right here, let them draw to the side walls. It's amazing when you think about doing that. And then just put an ever so tight, so slight tuck in your chin to get the back of the neck long. And one more piece. Let the elbows come in next to the waistline. Now, if you need the chair, you've got one hand on it right there in front. So once again, the heart's sort of leading the way, huh? Yeah. Nice and tall. Deep breath in. And bring the hands back to the heart. Now, lift up on that right heel. Stay there while I get back to my chair. Okay. So the weight has transferred. We are still in mountain pose. Remembering, everything comes from mountain pose. We always have this nice broad collarbone. So I'm going to shoot that leg back, but I'm going to sink into the knee, lift the toe, and shoot it way back. Chair is there if you need it. Toe ball heel goes down, and that toe's turned out just a little bit in the back to the diagonal, and rise up. Warrior one. Let the shoulders release away from your ears. Connect the ribs to the hips. And let's open the fingers. Press the elbows back. Let the heart come forward a little bit more. And then we're going to circle sweep. It's like you're going to pick a ball up right here on the chair. Lifting it up, lifting it up, lifting it up. And then you follow it up. All right? Out to the side. I'm just hinging at the hip. Don't change anything in the low half of your body. Pick that ball up. Comes up, 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 up. A lot of back work. Use the chair if you need to. All the way back up. This is where you choose your own adventure, all right? One more time. If this is not accessible, then by all means, go ahead and use the chair to help you get here. Rising up. All right. Circle sweep. Stand both feet together. Deep breath in. And let's come to the other side. So lift up on that heel. A little transfer in the weight. You're still balancing. Everything in mountain pose. And we shoot that leg back. So hinge at the hip, toe ball heel goes down, rise up. Drop your shoulders, ribs and hips are connected here. Yeah, right here, they're connected. So I'm not letting these ribs expand, right? Nice and tall, back leg is straight, front knee over the ankle, back leg is straight. Open the arms. Circle sweep, pick that imaginary ball up. Up, 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 up by the face, and then you come up, all right? Open. Again, here we go. Don't sink into that knee. It's still over the ankle. Holding it maybe an extra moment. Lifting up. One more time. And lift. Right up by the face. Lifting up. Open wide. All right, circle sweep. Both feet together. Deep breath in. Now step back so you don't hit your face on the chair. We're going to forward fold. Halfway rise, slide the hands up by the crease of the hip. Come into chair pose. Sink the hips back. Be sure you can see your toes. Eyes up. You need to see everybody's face. Yeah, lovely. And deep breath in. Release down. All right, shake out. Side to side. Grab a drink of water. And we'll come back. Coming back to the chair, I want you to take your feet a little wider than chair width apart. For me, I'm going to take them about three tiles away. Nice and tall. Okay, wide standing mountain pose. It's the same thing, right? Except our feet are wide. You feel maybe a little more secure because you've got a little broader base here. Coming up into star pose. Go ahead and lift the shoulders one time. See how terrible that feels. And then drop the shoulders. And then connect the ribs to the hips. We call this star pose. Tailbone is drawing to the ground. Maybe let the knuckles Press back a little bit more to opening the heart a little deeper. All right. Hands to the heart. I'm going to bring my heels in and come into goddess pose. All right. So I'm going to sink down as far as I can without coming forward. Once you begin to come forward, you've gone too far. So keep that shoulders on the wall behind you. We're going to open the arms here and extend them out, and then I'm just going to touch my little finger to my knee. And while you're there, take a look. And that knee should be tracking right in the direction of your toe. All right? So if you need to bring the toes in a little bit more because the knees are buckling in, do it. Press that baby toe edge of your shoe, of your foot, of the shoe into the ground, into your shoe. And again, one more time. All right, both arms up and down. Push that right hand forward, draw that left elbow back. We have a little bit of a twist. Come right back to the center. Brush the hands, push forward, draw back. And again, nothing moving, but the upper half of my body at the rib cage right there. Everything's good and solid in the bottom half. Push forward and back. One more time. And back to the front. All right, straighten the legs, walk them in. Let's take a little breath work. Deep breath in, exhale, push down, sink into the knees. Rise back up. Exhale, press out. Inhale. Press out. Maybe let the arms rise up about shoulder width, shoulder level. Okay, straight back here. Don't hinge forward at the hips. And again, one more time. And out. All right, keeping the arms out. I'm going to walk my right foot out. All right. And I'm going to walk my left foot back just a little bit. That left leg is going to be straight, using the chair if you need to. That right knee comes over the ankle. Okay? Warrior two. Here we are. Beautiful. Arms are parallel to the earth here as well. And head over heart over pelvis. Sometimes we do this and I say, don't be anxious about where you're going. So back the ribs up, they're right over the hips. And then take those little baby fingers and let them press back a little bit more to open the heart a little bit more. Same thing here. We're just going to touch the knee. Keep your eye on that right hand, reaching up. And if you need the chair, guess what? It's always there for you. Don't feel like you have to do exactly as I am. Choose your own adventure. I'm just here with suggestions. And coming into reverse warrior, which means that arm is going to be up. Use the chair if you need to. I'm going to take that left hand and slide it down my leg, or you could tuck it into your back right pocket. A little bit of a bind. And if you can get this left hand to be parallel to the earth or perpendicular, then you've got the bones lined up and the work becomes a little bit easier. All right, now we're going to reach out to that right wall, windmill the arms and come into side angle. Reach to the ceiling, and again, anything can happen with this arm, it's all right, but if you can get it perpendicular to the ground, you'll notice once those bones line up, the work becomes easier. Now, extended ankle is a little different. I'm going to turn the palm towards the right wall, and then I'm going to let that arm float towards the side of my face. As you stretch the fingers far away from the heel, draw that right rib cage underneath you, and spiral that left rib cage back. Another piece to think about. Breathing deep. One more breath. This leg is doing some work here. Let's circle that arm around. Come right back and walk that foot in, toe, heel, and let's go to the other side, toe, heel, for the sake of the ankles. So knee over the ankle, back leg is straight, whoosh, arms out. And again, watch that this doesn't happen. I think you can see this because of my belt here. My right hip is down, so what you want to do is get this left hip up, and it's going to stay parallel. The hips are going to stay parallel to the earth, which gives you a really nice stretch in that inner thigh, right? Arms out. Press those little baby fingers back just a little bit more. Lift the heart. This time, let's go ahead and wrap the arms and take a breath between the shoulder blades. All right, we open wide, and then we're going to hinge. Just touch. The hinge doesn't mean we're going to bend the knee. We're going to keep the knee over the ankle and right back up. So don't straighten the knee. Let's see. Yeah, let's do it. Let's keep Eyes on that left hand as it comes down and up. And if you need the chair, use it again. And here we are in reverse warrior, peaceful warrior, sun warrior. Reach skyward, right hand on the chair, the leg, or into your back left pocket. And then let's think about what's happened to that hip right there. Can you drop that right hip and lift that left hip as you reach up? A little more work. And sink into that front knee maybe a little deeper. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Now we're going to windmill the arms and come into side angle. Rest the wrist right to the ceiling. Maybe turn the gaze, and then I'm going to turn the palm towards the left wall and let it float towards the side of my face. And this is when I want you to spiral that left rib cage underneath the right rib cage. Maybe turn the gaze. Another breath. And then we circle back down, all the way back up, arms out. Walk that foot in. And step back so you don't hit your face on the chair. Deep breath in. Forward fold. Right down the center. Halfway ride. Slide your legs, hands up to the crease of the hips. Squeezing the shoulder blades. Keep the chin tucked so the back of the neck is long. And then circle sweep. We're going to just pass through chair pose today. Right now. Deep breath in. And down. All right. Shake out. Grab a drink of water. Let's move on. Good work. Okay, triangle pose. I'm going to step that right foot right between the middle, in the middle of the chair, and step back on the left foot. Windmill that arm around, and now both legs are going to go straight. I still have the chair handy here. All right. If you don't need it, you don't need it, but it's handy here if you need it. Okay. My whole body is going to face the left wall now. Let's go back. Right foot is under the chair, is between the two legs of the chair. Yep. And the left leg is back. And then look to the left wall. Yeah, there you go. Let's bring this hand forward. Bring this hand forward to me. There you go. Lovely. Okay. Both legs are straight, right? We're going to come into triangle pose. I'm going to push my hips to the back and reach those fingers forward over the chair. Arms stay parallel. Rise right back up. Feel that tailbone come back to the ground. Same thing again. Reach. Push the hips back. And we're going to windmill the arms. Use the chair if you need to, or the hands come to the thigh, the shin. Gently, gently, right? We're not going to push down on those kneecaps. The whole body is turned to that left wall. That right rib cage spirals underneath you. Maybe turn the gaze towards the ceiling, towards your arm. Deep breath in. Now, reaching to the ceiling, lift yourself right back up. Let's come into Sky Archer. Tailbone goes to the ground. We're going to reach up on that arm. If that's not accessible, go ahead and just take those fingers and take the gaze up. Those left fingers are going to slide down the back of the leg. Breathing deep. All right, windmilling both hands to the chair. Lift that back heel up. It's like you're pushing the grocery cart or the lawnmower, so that back heel is up, all right? Then with my left hand, I'm going to drop it down to the chair a little bit, forearm. And right hand can come to the right pocket, right hip. If this is accessible, maybe reach that right arm skyward. Up to you entirely. Twisted high lunge. Yeah. Breathing deep. Holding firmly in the legs here. All right, let's drop that hand to the chair. And with that left arm, we're going to take a little baby arc over. So we get a nice stretch down this left leg here. Lovely. Hands to the chair, step back to downward facing dog. Breathing deep. Turning that tailbone right to the back wall and soften the knees as much as you need to do that. In fact, I like to turn my tailbone maybe even a little, not to the back wall, but maybe tuck it a little downward, and you'll feel that low back space open up. All right, take the gaze over the chair, step in on the left foot. It's going to come right between the legs, well, not up there, but just in the middle. And then step back on the right foot. We're going to straighten both legs. You're going to need that chair. Go ahead and pull it back to you so you've got it. Arms come parallel. Everything in the body is going to face the right wall. Your left hand comes over the chair and the right hand to the back wall. Right? Okay, as we come into triangle pose, push the hips to the back wall and reach the fingers forward to me. Arms stay parallel. Come right back up. And again, arms stay parallel to the ground. Reach, 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 reach. Just little micro bend in that knee. Come right back up. One more time. Little micro bend in that knee, and we're going to windmill the arms. Go ahead and use that chair if you'd like to, or let the hand lower down towards the thigh or the shin. Again, little micro bend in that knee will help you do this, right? Little bend. It's not a warrior posture. It's triangle, so you want basically legs straight, but a little bend. Let that left rib cage spiral underneath that right rib cage. Maybe turn the gaze skyward. Another breath. Oh, you are so good today. All right, come right back up into sky archer. Tailbone goes onto the ground, and that left arm reaches up. Feel those legs get so strong in this position. You are firing on those quadricep muscles and finding length coming out of them. Breathing deep. All right, we're going to windmill the arms to the chair, and this is where we're going to lift up on that back heel. It's like you're pushing the lawnmower, right? And I caught you right in the middle of it. Okay. Drop that forearm down on the right arm, and your left arm can go to the back pocket. Look to the left wall, or if this is accessible, extend that left arm to the ceiling. It's up to you. Holding onto the chair. Holding onto the chair. Suzanne, hand on the chair. Thank you. Don't let anybody fall. I lose my job. Breathing deep. All right, let's go. Come on back. Drop that hand to the chair. We're going to lift that right arm up and take this little arc over so we get this great stretch down this right leg there. Enjoy that. Oh. Sink the tailbone down to the earth and stretch up out of it. So nice. All right, both hands on the chair. Step back to downward facing dog. Any movement you need here. And this time let's walk the feet a little bit wider than chair width apart. And keeping both legs straight, push the hips over. I'm going to push mine over to the right. I'm going to sink into that right knee just a little bit. Again, we don't have locked knees here. And then pass through the center and slide the hips over to the left. A little micro bend in the knee. You should feel a little inner thigh stretch when you do that. And back to the center. Walk your feet in. Now, bring the hands back to the thigh muscles here. We're going to reverse swan dive back up. So you're going to lead with the back of the hands, coming all the way up. Deep breath in. Forward fold. We rise up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Yeah, like I just put an ice cube on your back there. And then circle sweep, come into that really nice chair pose so you can still see your toes. Yeah, lovely. Powerful pose. Maybe open the arms here. Splay your fingers out. And the last piece here, take the gaze up. Turn that tailbone towards the ground and take the gaze up. And then we push the ceiling tiles back up with our fingers. And all the way back down. All right, shake your legs out. Grab a drink of water. My goodness, where does the time go? All right, we got to balance yet before we sit. All right. We're going to start with star pose. Falling star, but nobody falls, all right? So come over to the right side of your chair just a little bit here. So from here, come over just a little bit. You still have the left hand on the chair and the left leg right behind the chair. Star pose, remember? Shoulder blades were down in the back and ribs and hips were connected. And you feel ever so strong in this position, right? Okay, so I'm going to turn my left toe a little bit to the diagonal. Sink into the knee, hand on the chair. I'm going to pop that right foot up. Okay? So reposition your chair as you need to here. Find length in this arm and this leg. Little micro bend. Maybe you look down to the ground. Maybe you look right straight ahead. But we're balancing. Falling star. Maybe you find balance and can release that hand or keep it near the chair. Up to you. Sink into that knee. Let that foot come down. Rise back up. Deep breath in. And hands back to your heart. Let's walk that foot in. And we walk the other one out. Very nice. Falling star without falling. Right? Arms up. Up your shoulders. Connect the ribs and the hips. Feel very secure. Maybe you can close your eyes and just notice how secure you are in your feet here. All right. I'm going to turn my right toe out just a little bit. Bend the knee, right hand down. I'm going to pop that left foot up. I have to reposition my chair just a little bit there. Looking down toward the ground. Now this leg has to be really strong. If it's just wavering here, you're not going to find balance. So extend through that heel. Little micro bend in the other leg. And maybe you find some balance here. Maybe you need the chair handy. Up to you. That's pretty amazing. Sink down. Deep breath in. We're going to forward fold, hands on the thigh muscles, tuck the tailbone, and round the spine and roll back up. Shoulders up by the ears, around and down. Come back into mountain pose for a moment. Keep the chair handy. Close your eyes. Go to your happy place. We'll shake out. Let's grab a drink of water. We'll sit back down. All right. So, at the edge of the seat still. Okay. Bring that right knee in. I'll get off my tail here. Okay. Lifting that right knee up. Now I'm going to roll back towards the fleshy part of my seat. Bring the forehead towards the knee. And then inhale. Extend that leg out. You can touch it on the ground if you'd like. Lift, opening the heart. Exhale again. Roll all the way back. Scoop the belly. Pull that navel in towards the spine. Get that good core work in. And then open out one more time. The leg can go down if that feels better for you. And then come all the way in. This time I'm going to keep my left hand on that leg and sit up nice and tall. Add this little twist looking over the left shoulder. I'm sorry, right shoulder. Look over the right shoulder. Somebody's phone. Breathe. All right, as you come back to the front, now I'm going to cross this leg up here. Heel on my knee. If this is not part of your practice, if you've been told not to cross the midline, if this bothers your hip, your knee, please don't do it. Okay. Go ahead and put the foot down there on the ground. That's fine. Keeping this foot flexed, so the toe's always going to draw back to the knee. That keeps this, that really protects this knee here. And you can also hold up on the knee here, or you can open it. It's up to you entirely. If you have been in this slouching position, time to sit up nice and tall. So let that low back press forward. Sit nice and tall. So again, everything comes from mountain pose. Collarbones are broadened, heart is lifted, belly in, pelvic floor lifted. This is our figure 4. It's a great stretch for this piriformis muscle that runs in through the hip. Now, you need a little bit more. With this straight back, maybe a little hinge. There's going to be tension. There shouldn't be pain. But you need to hinge forward, leading with the heart. Breathing deep. One more breath. All right. Let's push right back up. I'm going to cross this leg down. This is my left foot. Nope. Right. This is my left, but really, in theory, it's right. So right leg, right hand, left hand, bringing the knuckles together. Lifting the elbows up. Can you squeeze the knuckles and the elbows together here and then get the gaze right beyond the wrists there? Again, we're going to straighten out the spine. If this is too much, feel free to bring the hands just to namaste position. That's okay too. nice and tall. Lift the elbows up a little bit higher and maybe hinge at the hip and touch the kneecaps. Great stretch across the back. Belly is pulled in. Rise right back up. We're going to open the arms, uncurl the foot, and turn to the right wall. Just an easy twist right there. Breathing deep. All right, come on back to the front. We lift up on that left knee. Deep breath in. Exhale. Forehead comes to the knee. Scoop the belly. Inhale, extend it out. Open out. You're on the tip of the sit bones. Open. And then exhale. You have rolled back to the back. Find the tip. Don't go any further than the very top of the sit bones. Open. And back again. Last time. Leave it out there. Nice and tall. Lift the heart. Lift the heart. And we're going to bring this leg in. Oh, no, we didn't do. Back here. We twist first. A little twist with that knee up first, so you get a little bit in the outside of that leg. All right, and then coming to the front, and cross that leg over. Again, if this is not accessible, put it on the ground. Keep the toe flex coming back to the knee, supporting the leg, opening the leg, and if you are slumping in that chair, it's time to sit up tall. Let that low back press forward. Very tall. Let the shoulders relax. Most important is that you can try to relax everything so those muscles will stretch on the exhale, the relaxing part of that breath. So deep breath in. And if you choose, maybe take a little hinge forward with the heart leading the way. So when the forehead leads the way, we tend to slump. So let the heart lead the way and you feel that stretch go a little bit deeper. Coming back up, we're going to cross this leg over. Again, not accessible to you. Bring that foot down to the ground. So left leg, left hand, right hand. Knuckles together, elbows in, and lift. And give your hands a little twist there until you find the skinniest portion right between right there at the wrist level. Yeah, squeezing together. This is also fine too. And then lifting the elbows up a little bit more. You're going to rainbow arc. Pull that belly in and maybe tap the knees right there. Take a breath into the back ribs. And then inhale, lifting up, open up. That foot goes down and we rotate to that left wall. Nice and tall. All right, keeping that left hand on the chair. Back to the front, we're going to take the right hand on the chair, push into the heel of the hand, shoulder blades together, and just lift the heart. If you'd like to lift the hips up a little bit, go ahead and do so. It's up to you entirely, but squeezing the shoulder blades, lifting the heart. All right, come on back up. We're going to take the feet out a little bit wider, and I want you to imagine you've got one of those great big fit balls here in front of you, and we're going to round over that ball. So bring the hands in front of the knees right there, maybe to the shins. Release the head a little bit. Take a deep breath into the back ribs. Notice they're going to lift to the ceiling when you do that. One more time. And then slowly roll the spine back up. Walking the hips one at a time back. So you're going to use those oblique muscles to get yourself back to the back of the chair. And then just snuggle that pelvis in, but keep the middle back away from the chair. And lift the feet out in front of you. Oh, almost pull the toes back like you're trying to look at the bottom of your feet. What? And then 3/4 point like you're tiptoeing around. And then all the way point the toe like you're ballet dancers. Okay. Toes back. Toes all the way back. And then tap the heels. There's no place like home. All right. Reaching up. We call this L-sit, and for a very good reason. Yeah. All right. Everything comes down, settle back into the chair, and hands come comfortably back to your body, your lap, your hands, whatever feels good. Close the eyes. I want to let those powerful jaw muscles relax, so unclench your teeth. Breathe deep. In through the nose, out through the nose. finally feel the shoulders relax. Feel that front body just sink to the back body. Reap the benefits of those endorphins that are now running through your bloodstream. And then let the corners of your mouth drop in a little bit of a smile. And to yourself, I am so grateful today for one thing. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. And let's bring the hands together at the heart. Dropping your chin to your chest, remembering a heart at peace shall give life to the whole body. Namaste. Namaste. All right. Nice work today. Nice work.